Hello, let's solve some problems on the problem solving word first. What if the double click doesn't work? So if you want to open an icon but you find out your double click doesn't work, you find on screen keyboard and click on the icon you want to open and press enter. Boom. Let's look at the second one. What if the monitor doesn't work? You can unplug it and plug it in again. Also, you can just buy a new one. What if the volume doesn't work? You can unplug the audio line to a speaker and plug it in again. If that doesn't work, check your audio. If this still doesn't work, just buy a new speaker. What if the computer doesn't work? Well, you just have to buy a new one. What if the mouse doesn't work? Unplug it and plug it back in. Sometimes some mouses they require a special drive for them, so you might need to download it from the website. Or maybe you can just buy a new one. What's the right mouse button for? It's for menu. It's for menu. Well, keyboard shortcut closes program. Alt F4. Let's try. How do I move between cells and boxes? This is for Excel. Let's find Excel. Excel. So if you press tab, it moves toward the right. If you press enter, it goes down. Okay. How do I figure out today's date? In Windows, you can go down here and you can see the date and time. And in Macintosh, you need to go to the status bar over here and there will be and you can figure out the date there. What if the capital doesn't work? You push the cap lock key and check if it's locked. What if the document disappears? You need to check it in recycle bin or just do it again. What's a keyboard shortcut for undo? Control Z. Let's try it. How do I search for a file? You'll go to here and you'll search. What if the program disappears? You open it up again. What if the program freezes? Well, you have to wait first. If it doesn't work, then press Control. No. Or you close it and open it again. What is the protocol for saving a file? What is the protocol for saving a file? Well, always press Ctrl S, and you need to have a good file name, and you have to save it in a good place that you can find it next time. What is protocol for email subject line? You need to have an idea of what's in the email. What does CC mean? Email, carbon copy. How do I exit a screen I'm stuck in? You can close the program. You can press Alt F4. Or you can press Control and Alt and delete. Okay, let's try it. So let's open up a window and let's press that key. Start text manager. See, you want to close it, you can end text. Yay. How do I double space a word? You press the space key 2 times. Okay. How do I add a footer in a word? You double click here and you can just done. Oops. Wait. How do I add a watermark in Word? You go to page layout and you find watermark and you can just do sample. Yay. See, there's a watermark. How do I add a hyperlink? So let's put this, highlight this, and right click, hyperlink, address. Okay. Yep, we have a hyperlink that doesn't work. Keyboard shortcuts for bold, italics, and underline. So it's basically, wait. So U, I, and no, B, I, and U. So let's try for keyboard shortcuts. So we need to put Control. B is for bold. I is for italics. And underline is for underline. Okay, so B, I, L, L, L. Oh no, U. Okay. Thank you.